Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central Virginia fishing report with Ethan Martin at TaleTellers Fly Shop. How's it going, Ethan?
Oh, I'm doing good today. How are you doing today?
Just trying to reload for 2020.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you know, it's a busy time of year. I mean, we've been lucky, right? We've got unseasonably warm weather with water, and we're getting ready to go into the throes of show season. I know you've been fishing a ton. What have you been out on the river doing?
We've done some musky stuff here recently, and then done a fair amount of the brook trout fishing too. The small streams have been fishing pretty decent. Virginia's been weird right now. I mean, it's like 50 degrees. I mean, it snowed today. That's Virginia. I mean, snows one day, and then the day before it was 50 degrees. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 55. The next day it's supposed to be 60. So it's just crazy weather. But the brook trout have been pretty active for January, for the winter. So I've been doing that. And the muskie have been about usual for this time of year. So if you see one, you had a good day. Catch one, you had a great day.
Yeah, there you go. Are the brookies looking up, or are you nymphing them?
Funny enough, yeah, yesterday we caught about half the fish we caught were on dry flies, and big ones too. I mean, what we typically do is wait till about midday, somewhere around there. Head out when the water's warm. There's no point in getting there when it's freezing cold. And then we were doing just dry dropper setups. I had on, like a size 10 black humpy, which is a pretty big dry fly. And then had a dropper going off that, which was, I think, yesterday, the one that I ended up picking up the most on, the nymph, was just like a blowtorch. It's a tungsten bead, but I tie it myself, so I tie the bead a little bit smaller, just so that way I still like the inverted hook. And again, this is getting nerdy, but I like the inverted hook for a lot of my brook trout stuff. And then the humpy's got enough floating powers, or whatever they call it, to keep the nymph from sinking it. So yeah, it was a good setup. I mean, caught a couple fish, and I can't complain. I was happy. So it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. My dry dropper rig of choice is usually an elk hair caddis and a soft hackle pheasant tail.
Hey, and that's the cool thing about the brook trout is they don't typically seem to care so much about what it is, as long as it's just presented at the depth that they like. And the only time I've really seen it matter is not even around here. Now, this is the thing, is around Virginia anyway. Is just the size. I've had days where I'll be fishing size 12 nymph, and you're just not catching anything. So you bump it down to like a size 16, and then you start catching stuff. So, and you can completely change the pattern, but as long as it's smaller and it's put in the right zone, then they'll eat it. So that's the cool thing, and it's going to continue that way, the small stream fishing, until for a couple months, maybe through February. Where it's just, if you catch 6 fish in a day, you had a good day. If you catch 1 fish, you had a good day. But, and then anytime that you can look at the forecast and see that it's supposed to be like 50, 60 degrees, like this weekend, for example, where it's supposed to be like 50, 60 degrees a couple days in a row, you're pretty much guaranteed that those days should be decent once that water's heated up a little bit. That the brook trout fishing should be decent. So if you're ever trying to find a time to get out into the mountains, that's what I look for through the winter.
Yeah, well, that's great advice. And I know you're busy. You're going to actually be at the Virginia Fly Fishing and Wine Festival this weekend in Doswell. How's that coming along for you?
It's been good. We've got quite a load of stuff. I mean, I've made a couple new little displays and that sort of thing. If people haven't stopped by the shop, I like making stuff. So between flies and wood and whatnot, I keep busy. But yeah, so we made a couple of displays. We've got quite a big amount of products for us, So like the 2020 Umpqua lineup, we're bringing that. A bunch of kind of like shop unique flies that we fish a lot, or even from the local tilers that I get making them. Musky flies, that sort of stuff. The whole Thomas and Thomas lineup, got all those rods. Buy the rods, hats, shirts, stickers, the whole shebang. So Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This will be our first time there at the Virginia Fly Fishing and Wine Festival as a with a booth. So I've been I've been going to that festival for a long time, so it's going to be funny being on the other end of the table.
And are you going to close the store for the weekend, or have you got somebody covering for you back in Lynchburg?
We've got people covering for us. So, like for guys that are just trying to get a couple of patterns and that sort of stuff, we'll still have rods here. We'll still have, leaders, flies, all that jazz, reels. It's all still going to be here, but we just up the stock a little bit. So we'll have stuff in both locations.
Well, that's awesome.
So normal hours.
Yeah, and folks, if you have a question for Ethan, if you'll shoot it to us on the Articulate Fly Facebook page, and if I read it, I'll send you some Articulate Fly swag, and you're going to get entered into the drawing for a TaleTellers gift card, and that drawing's coming up soon. We'll probably knock it out at the end of this month, so get your questions in. Well, folks, if you're within striking distance of Doswell this weekend, you should come by the event, the Articulate Fly. We're going to have a booth. Ethan will be there, and a bunch of other of our friends, too. So, get up to Doswell and check out the festival and come by and say hi. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Ethan.
Tight lines.